Hi, my name is Jamie Prickett. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Experior Financial Group, which is the fastest growing insurance marketing organization in the United States today. I'm super excited because when I got this business started, my wife and I, we didn't have a lot of money. We were really just putting a hope and a prayer together. I remember sitting around with 7 of us around a boardroom table, which is actually one of those plastic fold-up tables, you know what I'm talking about? And I'll tell you what, I told those 7 folks as I looked at them and they looked at me like I had 3 heads, and I said, we are going to build one of the most dominant financial services insurance organizations on the planet. And that's what I'm excited about. That's what we're doing today. Right now, we're the only company to come from Canada into the US in the insurance world, and we plan to take this thing global. So we're super fired up. So prior to getting Experior started, my wife and I, we actually met at our first insurance agency where I had spent 10 years working. I then became an independent agent where I fell in love with the industry all over again. 10 years being captive, 2 years being independent, having best access to products for my customer, the best compensation in the market. And then from there, my wife and I put our heads together, we prayed about it, and we said, we've got to find a way that we can bring the good from the different models that are out there. We looked at the career or the captive agencies. We looked at the network marketing models or the multi-level marketing models. We also looked at the IMO or the independent agency models. And we said, why can't we just bring the good from all of those together? And that's what we've created, and we call it a tri-break. We took the best from 3 different models and we left all the garbage behind. And when you're building a business, your goals and your aspirations for what that business was really designed for changes over time. When my wife and I started this company, I had a motivation to prove people wrong, right? That was my motivation, being maybe a little bit of an ego involved. I was a former wrestler and I was very competitive. I wanted to prove people wrong. My wife, on the other hand, she wanted to save people. She knew people that were working where we used to work that were struggling financially. And she said, we got to lend them a hand. We got to show them a way out. But as we've grown, and over the last few years, I would say really the mission of Experior and the mission of my wife and I has become very clear, and it is to touch the lives of people that we surround ourselves with. If we can impact someone's life in a positive way, whether it be financially, whether it be emotionally, we can lift their spirits, provide a word of encouragement when someone's down. I think that right now the world is in a very, unusual situation with so much negativity. Every time you flip on the news, there's someone upset with someone, there's a war going on, there's, pandemic, there's all this stuff that's going on. And I think that more than ever, people need to be beacons of light, beacons of hope. And I'm, as much as I'm a CEO, that's my title, officially, but I would say I'm more of a hope dealer than anything else. So what gets me really fired up about Experior right now, there's a number of things, but one of them, I'll share a quick story with you. When a couple months ago, I had a guy ask me, he goes, Jamie, what was the feeling like when you made your first 6 figures in a year? First 100K income. And I said, it was pretty emotional. I actually remember, I literally teared up, and I remember paying off one of my credit cards that month, and it was like a very emotional time. Then he asked me, he goes, what was it like making your first 6 figures in a month? And I sat there and I thought about it, and I said, I'm not sure. And he goes, okay, what about when you paid someone their first 6 figures from your company in a month? And instantly I got emotional, and I said, I remember the day. It was actually a guy named Morrow in our business. And I remember the day, and I remember the moment, and I remember where I was sitting when he made 6 figures in a month. Because this is a guy that struggled for 19 years with his former company, struggled to make barely 6 figures in a year, now doing that on a monthly basis. That to me was not only life-changing for him, it was life-changing for me, because it showed that if you believe in people, and if you watch people and you help guide them and help them go to work and build a business, they can achieve amazing results. So I would say what excites me the most is now seeing people win. Now, what saddens me the most is seeing people lose, right? But at the same time, I know that this business, especially with Experior, this industry as a whole, will give you what you're willing to fight for. And this one example I'm sharing with you was a guy that was willing to fight for it. And we've got so many more examples of people that are willing to fight for it and go out and do some amazing things. And that excites me. I love being around fighters. I love being around winners. I don't believe that we have losers in our company. I think you're either winning or you're learning, but you're never losing. So let's go. So if I was to break down why Experior, once you've done your homework, because I could sit here for the next 2 hours and tell you why Experior. but I'm going to make it simple for you. Do your homework. Get on our YouTube channel. Check out everything there is to check out about this company. Talk to some of our top leaders. Add them on Facebook, LinkedIn, social. Start following people. Learn about the business. Hear about the business. And then I'll ask you the question, why not Experior?
Hi, my name is Glen Castillo, and I'd like to thank you for coming here at the Hilton Hotel, Hasbrouck Heights, Vigilance. I'm one of the executive directors of Experior Financial Group. I'm really glad to be here. And the wonderful thing about joining Experior is this is not about money. This is not about making a lot of money. This is about changing lives, helping people, making a difference in people's lives. So if you are taking a look at something and maybe you're also in business, good for you. I really appreciate you doing your business. But if you are able to take a close look at this platform, it might really change your life. This platform is amazing. And I really want to repeat that, amazing. I've been in this business for 30 years now. And I will have the authority maybe to say that because I know the business like the back of my hand. This business, this platform of Experior is something that you want to take a close look. Again, we are in the business of changing lives. We're in the business of helping people. We help people not only to make money, but to change lives. Now, there's a lot of business out there, but I don't know of any business that can really impact someone's life at the time they need it the most, except in the financial services industry. We help people, we change lives. Mabuhay, salamat po.